(911), what's the location of your emergency?
Berkeley Hall, Michigan State University.
Me and my roommate were in the lobby of our apartment when girls came from the Union running in, saying that there was a shooter in the Union and to get back up into our rooms.
We heard some popping, but we thought it was a car backfiring. And then we saw cop cars going, and we thought it was there was a fire or something. And we got closer, and everyone was waving at us, and just everybody was just running. We were we should probably move.
And I started getting texts and calls from friends being like, hey, where are you? Do you know what's happening? And I had no idea what was happening. And then we started hearing cop cars drive past here, and then kind of hearing murmurs from other students that were also studying here.
And then we turned the police scanner on and turned the news on and just kind of sat there watching it, trying to figure out what the hell was going on. There were reports of multiple shooters, one shooter, people saying there were shooters all across campus. So no one had any clue what was happening. So it was just really nerve-wracking.
Units be advised, we're now getting one caller at this time advising they heard gunshots possibly coming from Iron Sports East, 804 East Shaw. Copy, RTF2 in basement of Phillips, 6941. Copy, Owen Hall, they haven't seen anyone. Just be advised, we're getting a call at Emmons Hall. Copy, Cedar Village is clear. Getting reports at Holden Hall East, and units be advised, we're now getting another call advising near Shaw Hall East. There's a male possibly matching the description of the accused walking westbound.
You never think it's going to be you, so honestly it still doesn't totally feel real.
But the Union building, it's so many people spent so many hours there, and it's just you kind of picture yourself being there, and I was shocked. I was so lucky that I wasn't there, which is what I think about a lot. It's how was I not there? Because I was all the time.
I still think about it sometimes, just because the Union is right across the street, and looking back, I'm if I didn't wait for the friend that I was with, because he was just taking a while to get ready, and if I didn't wait for him, I would have been in there. So that's how I've been I've thought about it.
You said 114?
114, yes.
114, is this at Berkey Hall?
Berkey Hall, yes, that's correct.
Room
please.
114.
I'm in room 114.
Room 114?
Yes.
Did they shoot inside of your classroom?
Yes.
Can you guys get out of the room? Can you get out the window? Get out of that building and just run?
All right, got it.
Can you do that?
Yes.
It honestly feels like it happened last week still. I've really kind of lost my concept of time since it happened. The semester is just kind of come and gone in a flash almost.
Going back to in-person school was kind of difficult afterwards, and it was just kind of being hyper aware of your surroundings when you're you're supposed to be sitting in class focused on academics, but you find yourself fixed on the doors.
Since that happened, to really put a ton of effort into my schoolwork, it just didn't feel that important at the time, and still honestly doesn't really feel that important. Everyone was acting very differently after the shooting happened, and that definitely changed the way I would act.
I understand you're supposed to move on from everything and kind of collect what was yours and not let it completely affect you, but it's still thinking about what happened there and just everything, it still can't kind of move past it yet.
It did go back to them trying to make it normal quicker than I thought, because it's not acknowledged anymore really at all.
If you don't really examine it and focus on what happened, people are just going to forget about it, and it's going to happen again somewhere else.
The Union was a big place I would study all night long with all my friends, and it's I still haven't been able to go back, which is kind of hard.
I rarely do work at home, so a lot of the time I'm like on campus or at different coffee shops or at Panera. So it took a while for me to like get back into wanting to be on campus, especially when it gets like later at like 5, 6, like even if it's starting to get dark. I definitely am less often there than I used to be.
I think it'll be good to restart in the fall, especially with like just like kind of like a new semester. Football season, I feel like brings people together a lot, and I'm sure there's going to be a ton of like ways to memorialize it in the fall, and kind of just have some time to step away.
I'm definitely graduating from a different MSU than like previous generations, or like my parents both went here and they didn't know MSU how I know it, of having COVID, having someone from a neighboring high school pass away on this campus, the shooting. So like I'm leaving a different campus than my parents, the fond memories that they had. I obviously have many fond memories, but it's just not the same place that other people have experienced here.